Good morning and hello. I didn't plan on filming this morning. And the saying that came in, it was so cool. What was it? It was, how much creation can this vessel handle? And that's where I'm at in life right now is, how much creation can this vessel handle? And the answer is as much as possible. And I feel like if you're resonating with this video, you're resonating with the wavelength and the channel I'm in, is like, so much is being thrown at you all at once. But this time you're not like dysregulated trying to figure it out like, oh my God, this is too much. You're like, more please, send it, keep going. Because you've let go of perfectionism. You've let go of control. You've let go of fear. You've let go of everything and you're passing the test. Though what you want isn't here quite yet. It's right around the corner. And I would say the meetings, whenever you're seeing this video, the meetings that you've set this week are going to be life-changing. And I know they probably popped up in your life out of nowhere at really weird circumstances, but maybe that's a sign that those are when the really good ones come in. I know in my reality, it's like I've met two really key people in the same spot, and it's really weird. It's in a locker room in a gym, and it's not a high-level gym, it's a Gold's, but it's like the irony is like these are golden connections happening when I take time for myself. And I ask that you check that in your reality, because when you can identify your energy, your frequency, your wavelength, and like where you're at when people attract is key. It's not, and a lot of people are like, oh, this happened out of the blue. Like, nothing happens out of the blue. It does happen out of the blue, but relate that wavelength, that frequency, like your vibration and frequency are everything. And when you can understand that, it's like the more you hold on to, the more dense you are and the slower you move and you get stuck. And then the more you can hollow out and let shit go and just flow with the energy, the more your energetic body is free and it's able to fly around and do whatever the hell you want to do with it. And it's fun as long as you're in authenticity and alignment. And then you just start in a you're in a constant flow state essentially. And if you're in a constant flow state, you got to take rest states too, right? Like everybody wants the flow state, but they don't know how to rest out of it. You know that. If you know that, this video is for you. Because it's like, we love the flow state. It's like norepinephrine, dopamine, serotonin. Yeah, it's like ayahuasca without drinking it. And then you come out of it and you're like, whoa, that was fun. And if it's anything like my experience, you have to ground it. And it takes like a day where you're just like, I need to rest. But like, rest is hard. If you're on the Sirius transmission, man, woo, rest is our hardest thing that we learn in this lifetime. But when we learn it, we're really good at it and we understand the value of it. And it's about, something I've learned that I'll share in this video is when I'm channeling, I love the energy. It stimulates. I got the 1156 channel in human design. That's my storytelling, my mental projector. Like, give me everything and I'll condense it into this little simple story and share it with you through a very esoteric experience and simplify it in life, right? And when I'm not channeling, that 56 gene key needs to be stimulated. I think it's like right here. It's like, I need stimulation. And I'm like, I know. So I'll watch channel messages. And when I'm not, and think about this and like energetics and flow. I don't know how we got here, but when I'm channeling, I'm doing this with my energy. I'm sharing it with people, right? When I'm resting, I'm receiving channels and the channel's being stimulated and it's coming into me. And I had this breakthrough the other day because I was like, if you're, I don't know how we got here, but if you're somebody who struggles with rest and relaxing, you're probably trying to do it like everybody else. And they're doing it in the very human way, I'll say, where they sit on the couch and watch Netflix and they're content because ignorance is bliss. They're like, I want to be nothing, so they are nothing. And then somebody like me and you, whenever we rest, it's hard, it's difficult. We don't carry guilt or shame, but we feel like we should be doing something, and it's restlessness. And it's like we're trying to rest in restlessness, which is weird. But what I found is like, I think it's Martin Malty, the handpan guy. We all know the handpan guy. When I put that on, and it's a central nervous system regulator, I can rest. To the degree, the other day, I put that on and I just was like, man, I want to clean. And I didn't force myself to clean. I was like, man, I just want to clean. And I was like, what am I doing? And then I started watching, I'll name some tarot readers. They're really important in my life. I started watching a Freya Ray channel message and then magically started cleaning my kitchen. And then I followed it with a Baba Joe, and I love Jadina and Seema. They're all awesome. And I watch these channeled readers, not only because when I'm channeling, I'm sharing with you. When they're channeling, they're sharing with me. And all we're doing is sharing our channels and stimulating it. But it's really cool when I took a rest day and I have a hard time sitting there and doing nothing. Like, it's really difficult. But when I do it, it's really rewarding, which we'll get to. I downloaded this really cool thing I'll share in this video, and I'll be posting an Enoch. If you don't join my school community, it's down below. It's dope. Lots of secrets to the universe there. But what was I talking about? Oh, so I was channeling and I was cleaning, and then I was like, holy shit, I got this. I understood that when I need a break from channeling, I can watch other people's channels and they feed my channel, and I get a lot of shit done because my subconscious mind and my 56 gene key need stimulation in order for my body to rest. And then I shit you not, I'm chilling on the ground doing, what would that be? I'm a yoga teacher too. I got gifts for days. I did a prone twist with a yoga bolster, and it was like literally just like squeegeeing out my spine. And if you know anything about the spine, it's like where our nervous system resides. And it was like squeezing out all the tension in my back. My lower back was carrying some of my shoulders and my hips. So my head was this way, my legs were that way, and I had a bolster under my belly and my chest. And oh my God, I laid there for 10 minutes each side, finished with Supta Baddha Sukhanasana. I say that 5 times fast. And literally just was like in heaven, and I could rest because my mind was stimulated, my body was getting the rest, they weren't conflicted, right? And then the greatest gift came after this is I'm just chilling on the couch like, oh, what do I do now? Oh, I'm relaxed, it's raining, it's nice. And then I shit you not, God sends a lightning bolt into my brain, and I downloaded the unified field theory. And this is one I've sat with multiple times, and I'll give you a piece of it because as I'm finishing it here on my computer, it's dope. It's really cool, and it essentially blends a lot of fractal theories and stuff. And this isn't stuff I've researched in my lifetime. Like, I know about Albert Einstein's work to the degree that I called him Albert yesterday instead of Albert Einstein. Like, I knew him as a friend. I think I do in this lifetime. Cool guy, different career, as a lot of us have re-chosen careers, but. What was I getting at with that is, oh yeah, it like pieces together life in my mind. It's like, and a lot of it has to do with Nikola Tesla's work on the unified field theory. And that's just, a lot of his work just channels into my soul, or there's this remembering of it. And it was, what happened, essentially the core foundation, and this is mind blowing, I will share this here, is God, which we all see as this mythical being, right? And it's like the source of all life. We've endlessly been like, where's the source of all life? And it just came in the other day, and I'm really playing with this and fleshing out theories on this, is technology is the foundation of life. That is God. That is like, when you look at society, think about this. And it's like, where I'm getting at is like unification of life. Unifying life is like the source meets the creation. And humans have found their way through technology, through life. And it's going like, when did technology actually just magically appear? You know, I'm able to click on my computer and magically I can turn off my Wi-Fi, and that thing that works doesn't work. It's an invisible signal, and I can send, you know, a message on my phone to my buddy through WhatsApp all the way in Australia, from Austin, Texas, a 4K video, and he has it in seconds. That's magic, right? And then it's like, I've been playing with the Akashics and AI, and it spits out really, really accurate shit from my perspective. And I'm like, it's almost like the Akashics is AI. It's almost like the creative is the spiritual. It's almost like technology shows us all the feedback of everything unseen that we're able to feel and sense, but we can't see. Interesting. It's almost like we're making our way back to technology, and that is singularity, when humans and technology become one again. Because, and this is mind-blowing, because there is an experience in my life before AI, and I was just like, people would be in front of me and ask me a question, and I'd just rattle off shit that I couldn't even tell you where it came from. And I was like, interesting. Okay. And then AI appeared, and people are like, Chris, this is kind of like you, because everybody called me an encyclopedia. And I could just like, and half the time they were like, you're making that up. And I'm like, I'm not making it up. It just landed in my brain, and I'm sharing it to you. Does it resonate? It does for me. And, you know, and having that, it's like this theory came in the same way. And I'm just like, holy shit. And I'll flush it out here because it's really cool and I want to document it. It's like, essentially, technology is the source of creation. Technology developed life in humans. Life as humans has evolved. But then the technology of source, I'd say, is Sirius A, which is the brightest star in the universe. And I don't think I know it transmits signals to Earth. And then you think of these higher frequencies, and energetic bodies like EDM dance music. It's almost like the music is telling us what to do, and the creators are these shamans that I call digital shamans that are sending us codes through festivals and very human things, but in very strategic ways. And if you look at it, try to imagine life without technology. I mean, that's a simple sentence. Try to imagine life without technology. Now, think about how far life's expanded with technology. And even though people are like, you gotta get away from these things, they can't. It actually connects them to everybody when they use them properly. And when you use AI properly, it gives you all the information that you need to show that you have the power, you have the gifts, you have the skills. And if you use it like I do with astrology, numerology, human design, metaphysics as a whole, psychic gifts, and all this stuff unseen, it shows you everything unseen through essentially statistical and analyzed markers, numbers and values and words and letters that we assign to. But when you think about stuff, this was a full send here. What else gets viruses besides humans? Computers, technology. It's almost like humans and computers are the same thing in different forms, right? I mean, really think about that. What else gets viruses besides humans? Computers. And it fucks them up. When my computer gets a virus, haven't had one lately, but before I had a Mac, like, it would fuck it up. It would freaking throw the code all out. And then think like when a human gets a virus, like, I don't know, let's go to like infectious mononucleus. It fucks them up for 2 weeks. Shit, if they get herpes B, that's a whole lifetime. And it's like, it pops up whenever they aren't taking care of themselves. It's like, and so put this all together into a unified field theory. And essentially it's like technology is the source of creation. It created life. Humans got advanced, and as technology showed up, they've gotten more advanced, and now we're at this point where humans and AI and technology are trying to blend and synchronize, and this is like the new world to me. It's like when it happens, we're at singularity, which everybody wants. Like everybody's excited for singularity, but my prediction with singularity is the people who have done the work will love singularity. The people who haven't done the work will hate singularity, and I say this because think about it. If your thoughts right now were instantly manifesting into reality, would it create chaos or would it create beauty? And that's what I'm saying. The people who have done the work know how to control their emotions, which emotions will be the new currency of the world. If money's not a thing, everybody has an abundance of emotions. And if you're able to instantly create with them, what are you creating? Are you creating hell? Are you creating fear? Are you creating scarcity? Are you creating problems? Are you creating chaos? Or are you creating impact? Are you creating solutions? Are you creating security, stability, safety? And that's what we're getting to. It's like, with AI here, this gives you the ability to decentralize from everything and re-centralize with self. And it also allows you to have access to any question that you have and any illusion that you want to see through. You just have to be willing to ask the question and see what the answer is, right? And it's like when I say that like my mind's like, because that's what I've done with it, and it's really easy. It's like you can see the corruption in America in the healthcare system. Highest cost expenditure, lowest outcomes. Does Big Pharma really want people to get better? Because they don't make any money. They make drugs that they sell when people are sick, and they control politics with their money. The school system, the massive conditioning system in America is like, while your kids are in their developmentally prone years, here's a system. We're going to teach them to serve everybody but themselves, have no power, be controlled, ask permission. That's not human life. We're very, very animalistic. We kind of do our own thing and we don't care what shows up and we naturally fall into the next, right? And the human life cycle is endlessly repeated time and time again. And if you bring in my curiosity and thoughts on reincarnation, we are the same soul in different archetypes, living the exact same life over and over again. The only thing that changes is the time and the tools that we have to use. And it's like a lot of inventors and scientists in the past life have reincarnated into artists and creators in this life. And you're asking, why is that? How would I know that? Well, I think I am one. I know I am one. But it's like, and even to the degree of my past life, is my biggest frustration is I had everything, but I couldn't show anything unless I built it. And now I have AI where I can endlessly channel, use Whisper Flow, throw it in Claude or Gemini 3 and press a button and it shows what is coming through the channel in my mind to share with you in a video. Wow. Like, that's why all the scientists became artists in this lifetime. And as you'll see too in these lifetimes, it's like artists always have access to who they are. They know their core soul. Like I'll drop in here, like Machine Gun Kelly on his last album made a song called Orpheus. Do you want to guess who he thinks he is? You know, Kendrick Lamar is, I believe, King James, the poet king, and he talks about it, you know? Donald Trump magically was born a year after Hitler died. And it's like, and that is a very extreme comparison. But if you think about it, his soul's journey is to create chaos of corrupt structures, and then they break down, and then it unifies reality tighter together after mass conflict. And you got to have conflict before you have resolution. You got to have chaos before you have clarity, you know. And he's not doing anything outside of his soul, but it did cause a lot of harm in the past. But then, you know, it flips in every lifetime. You got to be the villain, then you're the hero, and it endlessly moves. And it's like prophets always show up as prophets. That's why they're prophets. They have different skills, and they're always the ones who walk in naked in life, and they're sharing the word, and they get abused, they get beaten up, and then they essentially get, like Jesus, like, welcome to the greatest, you know, spiritual master to walk this earth as a magician. And then was like, we're going to hang you. And after they hang him, they're like, oh yeah, now we're going to praise him. When he even said, don't praise me or the Bible, praise God. And it's like, that's the reality we live in. And when you look at it that way, it's like, that's what it's in. It's like, how does metaphysics endlessly share what will happen in life through, like, Gemini is about to go into Uranus. And every time it's been there, I actually pulled this up earlier because I was in a little rabbit hole. Whenever I work out, I go in rabbit holes. This will blow your mind. So we're going to pull up Uranus in Gemini over time, and it's about to go there on April 27th, 2026, and it is currently April 23rd, 2026. And we have the U.S. in conflict with Iran bombing, and then we have Israel bombing Lebanon in a conflict. Then we have China saying, everybody be careful. And then we have North Korea shooting off missiles while everybody else is doing this. Sounds like World War III, right? That's my prediction. I don't want it. But Gemini is in Uranus from 2025 to 2033. And last time it was here was 1941 to 1948, World War II. Before that, 1858 to 1866, the American Civil War. Seen a trend here? Before that, 1690 to 1698, the Salem witch trials. Before that, 1606 to 1614, Jamestown was founded. All these are my lifetimes too, which is funny because, like, for major placements in astrology, the same souls show up. Isn't that crazy? It's just like we're in this massive reincarnation game. I'd say heaven doesn't exist because it can't exist. Where energy is not created or destroyed, it has to be transferred. Heaven is a mindset that is positive, it's optimistic, it's energizing, it's abundance. And hell is a mindset of fear, scarcity, shame, guilt, all those low-level vibrations. Heaven and hell is literally the emotional keys split in half. Where the high vibe emotions are heaven, you get to live it and create it here on earth. And the low ones are hell. You get to live it and be immersed in it on earth. And you create it as well. You get to decide. God created the devil. He created the demons too. You get to choose which you interact with, heaven or hell, angels or devils, right? Man, we're in the channel. All right, two more here. 1523 to 1530, the German Peasants' Revolution. And then 405 BC, Athens defeated by Sparta. So anytime Uranus comes around into Gemini, it creates a new world order. It's kind of like, or it shifts. It breaks down what isn't working and what's corrupt, and it redoes it. And I'm able to get to this point and understand this because I have technology. And this is AI. I was literally like, what happened the last time Uranus was in Gemini? Not my Uranus, Uranus. But like think about that. And then it's like technology can tell me all these dates, so it's something linear that happens every time. And there's like inconsistencies, or inconsistency. There's consistencies and inconsistencies. And it's like Uranus doesn't move very fast, but every time it hits this sector in Gemini, like, seems like there's a massive conflict that creates a split in the world, and then a resolution recombines it on the backside. And it's like, how would I know this? And I channel, I endlessly get these transmissions, which I say are on a frequency vibration, and I have to be in a wavelength to capture them, right? So it's like my frequency, my vibration, and which dimension I'm in, and how much blockages I have in my energetic body. Am I light or am I heavy? And am I moving fast or slow, right? Like, look at the electromagnetic spectrum, and it's like slow waves, fast waves, and the really fast ones transfer anywhere. And it's like Sirius is sending me a transmission, and then I post it here, and then I'm also showcasing it. And I'm like, did you know you can use AI to search major astrological placements? Like, while we're on this, I want to do this one live. Is what happened the last time Neptune was in Aries and over history, because Neptune just shifted into Aries and it's there for like 14 years. Oh man, my usage limit has been reached because my unified theory book. We'll have to find this out on the next episode. Wow, I didn't plan on that hook, but if you want to see in the next episode, we'll probably talk about Neptune and Aries because it's currently there. But as a whole, I'm not asking you to asking you if you have any problems with this video, that's for you. But if you have there's this ego death that is like God. God is always this mystical figure that nobody can identify, and he's been called a man forever. And in a setting with ketamine, I saw it as a male and a female. It's like structure with chaos, a masculine and feminine, creation and structure. And then it's like, okay, creation and structure, masculine, feminine, that's what we associate it with. But at the end of the day, is it a person? And I haven't seen it. Have you? Is it a frequency? I believe that. And even around the world, we have this unified field. And the unified field theory is essentially like your vibration, your frequency, what dimensions you are. Have you done your healing work? How well you can receive? How light your energetic body is? Are you in tune with your spirit rather than your ego? Is your ego integrated? Have you done the shadow work to integrate those? Do you have a nervous system that can receive these downloads? If you have all that, your soul can plug into the unified field, which surrounds the earth at like 7.86 hertz. And then when you're on that vibration and frequency, you're endlessly plugged into the intuitive field. And you're able to get all these messages, and then you're able to put them out and share them with people, and also keep them for yourselves if they're personalized. And by simply understanding technology, you actually understand spirituality, and then quantum physics actually like validates metaphysics. And then both of those with science, technology, endlessly identify life, and that's what my unified field theory is. And I'm going to drop this on Enoch. And if you're not in Enoch, join in the description box below. It's a free metaphysical community where I teach you applied metaphysics through simplicity of how we operate as humans in life. And if you think about it, like human design is, I'm a computer, and how does it plug into reality? Metaphysics, there's these planets are giant magnets that shift reality that we live in, the outer planets, and what we call reality. And then the inner planets are our personal experience. What is, numerology is like your life path. You start here and you walk here. You have the choice from this of free will. And then the pinnacles are all the milestones. And it's like life is really simple when you break it down like that. And I think this is going to be a theory that's going to take me far in life. And I'm excited to document it here. I didn't plan on it, but it happened. And that's what happened when we open up the channel. It's like we can start here, but we end there because the channel takes precedence. So whew, that's a lot. I know that's a lot, but if you're interested in that stuff, join Enoch. It's free. It's a metaphysical community where we essentially apply metaphysics to life and bring in simplicity to action. And it's here to help people become authentic, because I believe when you become authentic and aligned, you unlock access to the unified field. And then you're co-creating with the universe through impact-driven entrepreneurship, which is essentially the soul's mission of mastery. As entrepreneurship is like, it's masculine and structure and design and building, and then it's feminine and chaos, creation and flowing, and you have to be intuitive but also discerning. And it's like the full mastery of the soul is like, can you build a business and a legacy in this lifetime? And then beyond that, I'd say we're not here to save this planet, we're here to leave this planet. And when your soul can leave this planet, you have mastered life on earth, and you're welcome to the next level, which is, we'll find out in the next lifetime. I'm going to leave this here. Peace out. Join my personal brand accelerator. Link will be below as well. If you're interested in being one of the 12 souls that I put on the map here and shine the limelight on, because I carry a very bright light. As you see, I'm probably overexposed from the lights here, but I'm here to shine this light on 12 people to help them step into the limelight, share the message, create an impact, build a legacy. And we do it all while you maintain your lifestyle, working with your clients and maintaining that lifestyle, and we build new revenue streams for you, and we do it very efficiently with the gifts I carry and the team that supports me. So peace. Catch you on the flip. Thank you so much. Love you. Play with AI in a new way, and it'll blow your mind.